China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand.
We're here, baby. Seattle, Northwest, 2 regions, clash, 1 walks out, stands strong. We got Portland versus Seattle throwing down 5v5. I'm the one and only Team Chris coming here on the Team Chris Kaiju Tour. Back-to-back stops. Wouldn't be anywhere else. Joined by the one and only Sensei here, the god, the Leon Wizard here, Chanchai.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here in Seattle. Welcome to Seattle. Hope you had a good travel.
I did, you know, six hours of flying. It was a lot of fun. Alaska Airlines, shout out. It was good. It was comfy enough. You know, I got upgraded from middle seat to the aisle.
Okay.
So that just gives me just enough mental fortitude to be able to call this 5v5 awesomeness that we got thrown down here.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. And, you know, the Kingdom just got started. A lot of players been coming in tonight just in the past 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's happening. This event's being recorded, but it's going to be great. All right. We're starting this off. So from Washington State, we've got FC Racer, and we got HoldBackToBark from Oregon, both playing Akira.
Started off in Steel Palace here. Already close quarters combat. Who's going to get behind the other? Already bouncing around. HoldBackToBark already shown. He's got his bike going.
Yep. HoldBackToBark is being pretty bold here. They're going ahead using the uppercut. I know a lot of players are afraid to do something that's punishable on guard. However, if your opponent doesn't punish it or doesn't punish it severely, it's really worth doing. And you really should test your opponent in a game like Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see what kind of mileage you can get out of it once you're able to score with it. And I've seen it even in ranked where Oculus can get away with throwing like consecutive, like just that uppercut out there, like they're in the fishing wharf in Shenmue, where you learn that move from. But here we got FC Racer just setting the tone here. I've had some good sets with him recently as well. There he is, rocking that white gi there, that Segata Sanshiro energy to even it up.
Yep, and in round 2 we saw a lot of shoulders. We'll see how much the shoulders can factor, but right now we're seeing a lot of elbows. Akira has a lot of elbows, shoulders. Now we're seeing elbows and shoulders. Round 1 we saw uppercuts.
Yeah, that's 6-piece. So a lot of blocking now. They're crouching each other, testing each other's sense of decisions in the Nitaku. And FC Racer's about to hit the gas there. Oh, good block by Bark. But Bark holding on to that last pixel there. Got sidestepped, still holding on. Oh,
and they're both showing off that they can both do the just frame knee. So.
Yeah, and FC Racer able to take that edge there. Sharp execution on both sides. All right, able to get that throw. Yeah, once you establish that. That's what someone else. Oh,
he missed it. That was really good too.
Yeah,
but he jumped too far.
As good as the shoulder.
All right. Oh, that was a really nice uppercut. One thing that's beautiful at the uppercut with that input, you can delay it by using the crouch dash first. Oh, that was a good comeback. In Virtua Fighter, the round's not over until it's over. You got to keep fighting.
Yeah.
And FC Racer really fought that well. Now, this is a 1st to 2 in here. So even though this is a team battle, we're doing 1st to 2s here.
And if I recall correctly, this is also done the Waseda style as well. So it's like, it's going to be each player is going to be lined up. We're not doing the winner stays on style. It's going to be that we have this matchup, and then we have players 1, 2 from each team, and then players 3 from each team. And then the winners that stick around after the first 2 set, we continue to play it out as it goes on. I like the Waseda bracket too because we're able to expose, not so much expose, but put on display more of the talented play as well. And here we got Racer switching over to the 30th anniversary outfit here, which you got to say, definitely on brand. I love this stage. Gives me this stage on another stage, the one that floats across the river, always gives me vibes of Shoot Deep and Virtua Fighter 2. Kind of wish they were rocking that VF2 soundtrack. Personally, it's my favorite.
Absolutely. Right now they're playing a much tighter in this second game, and it's really good. I like this balance.
Ooh,
both
caught him on the guard. He broke the guard again.
Very good guard break.
Yeah, he's really testing HoldBackToBark there. Yeah. He knew exactly what he was going to do. Hold on to that G just a little bit too hard, and 3 times he got broken up with. Now FC Racer got a bit of a change of direction, staggering with the step back there. HoldBackToBark had a little bit of an opportunity there, but now we're back at even footing. That's just good awareness. Oh, he charged for it. Good awareness and the wake-up kick, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't release early enough for that.
But just breaking up with it, because Sometimes what I like to see when you do moves like that, I try to see. Oh, let's see what he's done. Good job. Hold back.
Very good.
Good sequence there from back to Bark, able to even it up in one piece. Yeah, because I like to see if like my opponents are in one dimension, like they're driving in one lane, playing a one-player game. I like to throw out a big charge move to see if they are able to adapt and just go after what I'm throwing out and putting there. Because some players, they just don't look at what the other person's doing; they're just focusing on their own offense.
Absolutely.
And in VF, everything has a counter, so that kind of mentality has a whole different panacea for getting around to it.
Everything does. That said, we are seeing FC Racer has kind of missed some of the double palms after the, when you see this low back fist hitting their leg from the side, when you see a blue hit, then the double palm is guaranteed. He's missed the double palm a couple times already. He might be inputting a little too fast. And that might be why you see him cautious, and then once he starts feeling he's got his rhythm, then you see him go after it.
Yeah, I think it's lose opportunities with that reward. And really, especially in a mirror match as well, it's really about how much mileage you can get out of each character with those knowledge checks and having that kind of awareness of what's guaranteed. Let's see. Bark there gets a good kick there. Oh, he faked him with the kick there. Cancel.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
Really nice fight. FC Racer takes the first battle. Now we're going to go ahead and let HoldBackToBark's going to join you here on the mic, but it was a real pleasure being here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go up there and captain my team, but keep it up.
Chanchai. Yeah, of course, going to see you rocking out there, just giving that kind of insight and wisdom there. That was a great mirror match to kick off the fight there. It was awesome to begin with, but especially that's just the thing about mirrors. It's just about that kind of awareness, and really what I like was the play Racer made at the end with that kick fake as well, because you could see that both of them were locked down, just kind of in a stare down with that defensive, my diction's falling off, running on no sleep right now.
Well, no, but that small change in tempo can really mess a player up, especially a defensive player that's like HoldBackToBark.
Right.
So you're exactly spot on. That's what FC Racer did, was started to change that tempo up a bit and kind of baiting out that instinct. So
yeah, that's what makes VF great though. Momentum is so strong. Like, you don't need like cheap mechanics or any of those kind of things to get that comeback going. You can basically just do it on solid reads and awareness of what your character's options are, and it really takes it to the next level. So looking forward to seeing FC Racer going on to the next level. We got HoldBackToBark joining us. Thank you, Chanchai. All right. Let's see, we got two more players queuing up here. I can't see it from this angle. All right. But I think this is XTN against KDC.
Oregon Zone, King Death Cradle.
Yeah, and we are here on, this is a hybrid stage where it's an open field that closes on with the cage already. So here we got Sumo versus Suplex. XTN's Taka Arashi going up against KDC's Wolf Hawkfield, getting that OTG energy and gets that ring out.
I'm definitely a little concerned for KDC on my team. I feel like this is a stage that in both permutations very heavily favors Taka. Obviously with, I believe, 4PK, the ability to counter hit and carry over to the ring out. And these small, close walls are also scary. Nice headbutt from XTN.
There he goes, slapping him low, and then gets that grapple there. We got a bit of a break. Yeah. I noticed both sides, they've got good reads on each other's throw mechanics there. And then being able to escape that, XTN was able to avoid a lot of damage on the table there. You see a change of direction here from KDC. Now he's going for a low drop kick. Oh, and he teched the ground throw. Now that's hard to do.
Yeah, that's just a three-way guess.
Yes.
Nice throw from XTN. Gets that 4PK. It's a normal hit, so he doesn't get the full launch that you get on counter hit.
Now, this isn't like the flashiest of the throw escapes that we've seen in VF. Like, that's stuff that gets me hyped. But it does, I mean, the way that it turns the tables on these matches, like ducking through that throw and then getting that hanging choke hold into that start of that momentum there. XTN gets the first point easily.
Yeah, and that's that throw I was mentioning earlier. It's very scary on these smaller stages, just because he has such a large ability to move forward on the stage. 2P coming out from KDC. Gets a forward throw.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the increased mobility that Taka Arashi gets, he's scary.
Oh man, he can fuzzy guard now.
Yeah, yeah. The addition to the fuzzy guard is definitely a game changer for him. See how XTN responds here.
Yeah, we're just fishing for some nice frame traps. Gets once again that I believe that's a back throw. His combo throw. His forward throw is the head shake.
Yeah, and it could be that, just changing the direction of your throws, because you have to commit to which direction of the throw. That's the final input to be able to escape from that throw. But let's see. That's a response here. Gets that nice little Olympic-inspired slam by a peak angle. Yeah, that's what we call him now. A lot of damage there, too.
Side body drop, some may say.
Oh, there we go. Irish whip into the fence. Going to take advantage of that wall.
This is VF, baby, so you take a lot of damage.
Oh, but now Taka says it's his turn.
Stomp.
Gets that big stomp. Not holding guard enough.
Yeah.
Look at those strings happen.
Ooh, guard crush.
Yeah, KDC not afraid to show those buttons. Yeah. Gets the perfect timing there.
Drop.
Gets that right knockdown there with the drop kick to the knee. Guarantees the elbow.
Ooh,
the
great
back
whip
step.
punish.
Yeah, into that running stance there. Able to establish that. That was a really tight distance there to get that shoulder charge. The KDC's turning this on the head there. That backdash again.
I mean, you can really see KDC does play VF, but is maybe a little more noted for being a Tekken player. Nice use of this backwards evasive movement. Oh, good counter hit. We're tied up one apiece.
Good use of running the fade there. It's like he has those moments there where he's trying to figure out how to block through it. But what I really like is how judicious he was at being able to reverse and punch through some of those strings and keep that pushing back. Because as a Wolf player too, I mean, understanding tendencies, and this is a character that really gets rewarded for making high reads.
Yeah, big. Obviously, not just on like Burning Hammer and stuff. You can get huge damage off of a lot of starters. Similarly, I like that XTN is just going for this kind of same time, not trying to do a lot of tech chasing on these Okuzeme situations.
Right.
Like just going for that same immediate time stomp and either taking the tech roll or the slightly extra damage.
That's good momentum from KDC though.
Nice neutral throw.
I mean, he's really got a good read on the wake up every single time. It's almost like he's using the tech rise against him. And can he get it over the fence? No, just missing that combo there. Fence is also breakable too. T-Bone Tazplex.
Shansu. This is a game where comebacks are not guaranteed, but they're not uncommon.
Definitely not. That's what I love so much about this game. You can tell it's very well designed when comebacks happen like that. And it's not just automatic. Like, they are earned, but the momentum of this game is so strong. Oh, this is just all XTN all day.
Speaking of momentum, XTN has got a controlling lead in this round. Nice. Keeping it safe, just some simple 2Ps.
Yeah, just that exchange of that low punch there, going after those tendencies. KDC was getting a lot of success earlier trying to bait with the back dashes, but it seems that XTN is able to expand on his movement and get some good chasing in there. And now he's on match point. This is a really dangerous situation because he doesn't need to throw. He can just catch him just looking the wrong way off of an Taka situation.
Even after the changes, still in it. Taka able to play so safe.
Yeah, you can see that patience on display. Once it was match point, it's like, what are you going to do about it? And he was just waiting just to see what the Hungry Wolf could fight with, And that's really cool, too, when you have that in the clutch, because Virtua Fighter, I've noticed a lot of characters and a lot of players are actually at their most dangerous when they have, like, those 0 pixels, nothing to lose situation.
I get counter hit with an elbow. I play Akira, and I'm like, well, I'm going to die to the hit anyway.
Right.
So I might as well just let the knee rip.
Yeah.
And then you counter hit them with 1-frame knee, and they're like, oh, I died.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Well, you had nothing to lose.
You
so
were
you
simply
might as well
better.
just bet on yourself.
Yeah.
And that really having that mechanic and being able to do that is
Yeah.
really what makes Virtua Fighter so much fun, is just that, like, sometimes really the best comeback mechanic is just having nothing to lose.
Well, it's
and
just the flow state of the game, because you it's so hard to explain to people to VF who haven't played VF before, because you watch the game and you're like, oh, it's kind of clunky, it's kind of slow. And in reality, like, if you played, like, KOF 2002, 13, even modern games like 14 and 15, where the game is so fast, or a game like Guilty Gear Accent Core,
Vampire Savior.
Yeah, where the game is so fast, VF operates at that speed.
It does.
It just, if you don't know, you don't see that, like, every single 2P, every single 5P is a new branching decision point.
Right.
Yep. And up next we have the Deezo. versus DevilREI. Do you know who the Deezo plays?
Don't have it in my notes, but I do love the Selena shirt.
Yes.
And DevilREI representing
I know
Team
that DevilREI
Oregon.
plays Vanessa.
So if I recall correctly, I think Washington's up 2-0 here
Yes.
with victories from XTN and FC Racer. Yeah, and unfortunately I'm not able to hear the game audio in this recording, so that's kind of key for commentating Vanessa's matches. But I can't identify the two stances. It's just
Yes,
I
yes.
love being able to. Here's a fun fact. When I first got Final Showdown for PlayStation 3, I was playing it with a surround sound system in my room, and I would always hear it was like the sound of a bullet whizzing by my head. And I didn't know what it was, but it was actually Vanessa's transition to the other stance.
Yes.
Oh.
DevilREI is noted for being a defense stance enjoyer.
Yeah, I noticed that in casuals as well. Not leaning forward there, but especially when you know
Nice one, B.
Jeffrey's strings, being able to block and then mix in a backdash and then being able to counter with the throw.
I see, yes. Ooh, nice.
That's
little counter hit knee launcher, 2P,
Ooh,
3P.
just misses that grapple there by the skin of the teeth. Let's see. Deezo can make this happen here. 7 seconds left on the clock. I want to point out, too, people may, VF's pacing is so great that, you got 45-second rounds, and this year, commentating Virtua Fighter, there's only been a few timeouts I can count on my hand.
Dude, in 6, we're going to 30-second rounds. We're going back.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
It takes me back to the 32X days.
Yeah, nice. Nice throw from Deezo.
Okay, good string, good pushback there. Got a response, tried to get that stop. Went for a jumping attack there, but caught it low.
So this is what DevilREI is incredibly fond of. Defense stance 1P.
Yeah.
So it's for those who don't know, it's a Sabaki that beats all highs and lows. So if you're fishing with jabs, you're fishing with 2P, it'll crush those.
That's the importance of mid attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, having those circular mid attacks that can be able to chase after and go through some of those spots. What a sidestep!
That's it. Yeah.
Against that knee, because we know that if Deezo was able to catch that knee, it would have been a whole different story there. You got to avoid that at all costs. But
Yeah,
you catch it and call it out.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeffrey's just in a bad place. You're just a shark taking down the boat. That's a more
Yeah, you get the Satan Shark.
Yeah, the same.
Satan Shark for VF6?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it goes all the way back to VF Kids. Good response to that toe kick there.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't have the catch grab from that toe kick anymore because now they made the splash mountain regular throw.
He can still
Oh, he still can?
he can still do the exact same counter hit toe kick splash mountain.
Oh, okay.
You just don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed it because I went from in Final Showdown getting hit with it all the time to never seeing it. I just get straight splash mountain, which I'm excited for, by the way. I love that it's moved back. As a Virtua Fighter 2 player, it's one of my favorite throws. It's my favorite throw.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a crucifix powerbomb?
Yeah. Wolf had it in VF1. It was glitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Look at that big damage there.
Oh, great guard break from the Deezo.
That was a good catch. Understand they're reading that it's too defensive. And we saw that earlier in the mirror match with FC Racer and HoldBackToBark, where FC Racer was just reading that Bark was just overcommitting to holding down that guard button. And then just going through and just peeling away from the guard there.
Look, I'm an undernight player. I'm a certified blocking enjoyer.
Just growing up in Miami, they forced me to block. I never wanted to block. Originally, I was the whole I didn't pay $20 to block type mentality. But it
Nice.
definitely
Counter hit 1P.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, huge launcher from the Deezo. Doesn't quite capitalize on it. And goes for that guard half circle forward or half circle back PG. That unique sidestep punch that defense stance Vanessa has.
Yeah, it's
Nice 6 PT.
super rewarding. Great sidestep. Now we got that low stance there. And you got to address it. Oh, blocks the knee, but able to tech away from the throw. Committed that the throw punish was coming there in that situation.
Yeah, this is one of DevilREI's, I wouldn't say weaknesses, but they do tend to favor throw punishes in situations where they can maybe get more.
Yeah, I have that habit as well. I'm
I mean, throws in this game are so strong.
they are, yeah. But they're so easy to escape. I mean, if you're in the startup of any attack or you're in the process of crouching through it, you will beat the throw. Big shades of Eddie Guerrero. That tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and then the GTS. Oh, caught the stance.
Yeah.
Saw the step, was able to get the shoulder on there. So didn't care if you were going to feint, whatever business you were bringing to the table. He just went to pull that chair up underneath and interrupt it. That's just an on-point reaction of great Virtua Fighter play there. But I love those moves. I love throwing out those moves because I want to see if my opponent is in their own head. If they're chasing if they're doing what they want to do, rather than what the opponent's giving them.
Nice forward throw from the Deezo. Ooh, lifts the Oki setup.
Oh, got that interruption there.
Oh, got the counter hit on the side kick.
That delays the wake up there. That proves useful there for DevilREI, able to reestablish that momentum. And then gets that soccer kick on the ground. Once you're aware that they're not going to attack, keep that offense going. One strike to take it, and DevilREI gets that round.
Round 2. Ready, go!
You can see the Deezo wanted that exchange there.
Nice. Neutral throw. Oh, big counter hit. Do a lot of damage.
DevilREI's doing a fantastic job defending against Jeffrey there. And especially knowing the sides, when to sidestep as well, because that opens up a whole world of hurt. Oh, there we go.
Splash
Mountain City. Yeah, there we go. Shades of Eddie Guerrero in his Black Tiger days.
Ready, go!
Sit down, crucifix powerbomb, gets a toe kick, but instead goes for the tilt-a-whirl. That's a broken chiropractic action. Back side steps there. Nice, a good knockdown.
Forward throw,
Toe kick
goes
after.
for 3K. Irish whip into the wall. Ooh, isn't able to capitalize.
Yeah, and walls are breakable.
Are they breakable on this stage?
Yeah, this stage.
Round 4.
Still doesn't need it now. Deezo is on match point here. Okay, feints the kick there, but Deezo
1P.
back down.
Gets the counter hit, forces Nitaku, goes for the throw.
Yeah, circular, good way to track after.
Oh, sidesteps the knee, isn't able to punish, unfortunately.
Okay, goes for a low.
Yep.
Wasn't looking for it there.
Yeah, and that's
Strikes below the bell. We're going to take that fun around.
That's that exact interaction. Deezo probably looking for a 2P there to get some frame advantage back. Gets crushed by the defense stage 1P. Oh, splash mount.
Crucifix.
There goes half your life. Do it again.
Got a bit of a stare down there. DevilREI's fight
Oh,
back.
that should
Caught
be
the
it.
knee. That could do it. That could do it. Oh no, a little bit of life left. Oh, goes low, catches the
Catches the
escape
back.
attempt.
Yeah, catches the backdash. This is notably a game where moving backwards is very risky.
Yeah,
You take a lot of risk to try and backdash.
you do. And
Yeah.
I play other fighting games where the backdash is like an essential component to avoiding like throw offense and those
Yeah.
things. And I noticed that like backdash is effective like in certain matchups like against Eileen. I like to use it a lot
Yeah.
there. And just to kind of back up because you just get them overextending with strings
Yeah.
that you're able to just like swing for the fences against
Yeah,
them.
it's not that like if you come from Tekken, it's not like backdash is bad. It's just that it can't neutralize problems.
Right.
Like VF in general is the game where like defense isn't bad, but defense isn't a layer 1 strategy to stabilize.
Yes.
Like that's one of the most unique things about VF where like you can't just like play you can't just play super patient and wait it out as like a fallback strategy.
Right,
Like you
you
need
can't.
to engage. And backdashing is really good if you're playing that like small jab 2P elbow game because you can backdash an elbow or sidestep an elbow and go for a big launch.
Right. And you get that good whiff punish
Yes.
energy that comes from it as well. And I just think, yeah, it's to credit to what you're saying, like it proves fatal
Yeah.
to have a backdash get red.
Stream.
Oh, we got, so this is going to be LD Wells.
Ready, go!
LD Wells versus Panda here. Are we going to do a Lei Fei mirror?
No, our Panda plays Eileen.
Yeah.
but the names are backwards.
Ah,
Our Panda from Oregon, LD Wells from Washington.
got to make sure we get those locations correct here. Again, Washington's on fire here. Seattle holding down strong.
I mean, strong region for the game. I'm sure when we get to Nova Chanchai,
Yeah,
like that's gonna be a
that's going to be the heavy hitter.
treat to watch.
Leon
Their
versus
game plan's a little more layered than mine. I just be doing elbow.
Yeah. I mean, this is a weird take I have about like approaching VF rank, is that I feel like you could get like all the way to Hunter, like level 21, Dan, by just doing that elbow and just fishing and reading people matching that low jab.
Yeah.
And of course there are some people that will counter it and find like responses to it around it. But it's amazing how in like the beginning kind of the execution phase of this game, people are really quick to crouch block in Nitaku situations to try to get out of jail. That's a viable strategy
All right.
until the opponent disrespects it.
Speaking of knowledge situations, we have two characters on screen right now who are both maybe a little unintuitive if you're used to the normal flow of VF. Nice lunging punch from LD Wells. Gets
Quite
the
unique,
stagger.
You can't stop Lei Fei in his transitions. He's going to hit you with that special blend of sabakis and stances to really do that damage.
Meanwhile, Eileen able to go through many variations of her monkey stance as well. Nice. Getting some offense back from our Panda. Fishes for that big launch.
Takes to the skies. And it just seems that the tale of the first two rounds is that Panda's able to get some hits and get some conversions, but nothing that has been able to be as rewarding as what Wells has been going on with his with all the transitions he's been throwing out there.
Big launch from our Panda.
That was big, yeah. Great interruption.
Kind of an odd situation. Gets the stagger kick from the monkey stance, flips. Ooh, but no punish from LD Wells. That is a like PK punishable move.
Good pushback. Sends him up. Let's see that launch. Okay, now he's going to take a bit of a life lead. Going to charge up the punch. Was recognizing that there was no wake-up buttons to happen there. He's able to establish that offense. Had nothing to lose there with that big swing for the fences as Wells takes the first one there. That's the other thing, too, about the wake-up game, you know? It's just, you got to see, because sometimes it's like, everyone's like, no, you should quick rise all the time. But we saw in previous matches how repeated quick rising can go to be your undoing. And a situation where one player did not quick rise actually was able to turn tide to get the momentum.
All right, Eileen on the home turf now. Panda looking a lot more alive in this round.
Yeah, there we go. That's the combo that we're looking for here.
These walls are scary.
Yeah, I have a few favorite Eileen players that I watched a few times, like Tricky and Neon K over in Europe. Oh, caught him. That's big damage there. Oh, not able to convert. Oh, able to keep that string going there. Almost gave Panda a little bit of borrowed time to work with here as well as 2 rounds away from advancing and further for the Washington region.
We're picking that rice.
Yeah, going for those stances where you get on the ground. I mean, it really tests like the fortitude of the player being able to do like jumping attacks or some of those kind of moves that could like punish it. Like for instance, with Kage using like 7 kg, or I know Eileen has options to stomp out and go against it, notably against Lei Fei and 2D. Yeah,
That's
good
the big
way,
power
get that
low.
Circular.
In a game where lows are not very strong, that button is kind of insane.
Yeah, lows don't give you a lot of reward, but they also carry a lot of risk, depending on if the opponent can punish it.
I mean that low gives you a lot of reward.
Yeah.
It does a lot of damage, but it is pretty unique in that. Oh,
there you go for the back stance again. Yeah, throwing out some of that fist. This Lei Fei is playing a very similar style almost, some of these strikes, similar to what Leon is doing with the dash punch as well as the 1KK.
counter hit on the forward step punch.
Oh, just that flurry is just too
Yeah.
much to sidestep against it. There's no escape. As
Yeah,
Wells moves forward to funnel out.
unfortunately, it looks like LD Wells still had some buttons in that string to able to realign off of the successful evade.
Yeah, that's a great throw. Throws it out
Big
there.
throw.
That's some of the things too you got to be aware of. Like,
Nice guard. Nice.
especially with the featherweight characters, you don't want to let Eileen or El Blaze become a grappler.
Yeah.
Oh, what a juggle! I didn't know you could get it that low. That time, the punch misses.
Oh, looking for 2-pier throw, probably. Button crushes both.
Oh, there we go. Just taps it there. Panda staying alive here. One round decides if we get another fight or Wells advances further for Team Washington.
We could finally see Oregon get a point on the board.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Actually, I think KDC won a game.
Yeah, that one did.
Oh, yep. Once again, Panda, big fan of that jumping double strike from Eileen.
Yeah, well,
Covers a lot of wake-up options. Goes for the stagger kick, doesn't quite find it. Goes again. Pops over the 2P.
Great stuff by Panda there. Those strings and that pressure just prove valuable there. Just those linear attacks just coming in against opponents who stand their ground. Eileen's going to be able to pressure and bully you with that.
Go!
And much like Lei Fei, you do not want this little monkey girl to get started. It is ferocious.
Nah, he just wants to keep on dancing there.
Ooh,
He
nice.
goes for that roll into the throw
Yeah.
there. And then another mixes it up, takes his guys with the kicks. Needs a little bit of a mix up here. Oh, wow, Panda got around to the back, but Wells was able to step on through and close it out.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Nice counter hit.
Good block on the low there. Gets that bit of a side switch there. Ah, that string carried on too much. Good backdash there by Panda. And the pressure that ensues. Oh, tried to jump over the low. I'm a huge fan of the low clutch against those wake-up kicks. It's Panda wishes just timed that a little bit differently. Let's see, still in this.
Oh,
Round's not
we're
over.
plus.
Knockout!
Yeah. I think Panda just doesn't want to try to press into these auto sabakis.
Yeah.
And we're letting LD Lewis get some. Oh my
Ooh,
God.
Yo, caught him with a spray from the side.
You can
Keeps
see it on his
going.
face. He's just like, okay.
Yeah, and then gets
Okay,
that low
mid-
crush. Finishing with excellence. LD Wells advances. Team Washington looking good. Look at Dark Nova popping off there. Definitely in a good place here as we got the team captains going at it. Anchors away.
Don't worry, Chanchai will just beat Nova and then beat everyone else. And then Oregon will win.
That's what we're counting on there. Kind of the Snake Eyes special. What we're always looking for in the team battle is just that last man standing.
If there was ever a person here who could do it,
Right?
Chanchai is a decent person to put your money on.
Has the knowledge.
Like if
to do it.
Chanchai gets through Nova, LD Wells, very strong player. FC Racer, I think is decently notable right now as being I don't know how much into Ultimate Showdown or prior in VF FC Racer played.
That's my first round opponent in the bracket, by the way.
Huh?
Racer is my first round opponent. Yep.
I think
This
I
Capcom
think
Mark
I
Hunter.
have a Serpent who I did not know played VF. Because when I hear Serpent, I'm like, oh, Blaze Blue,
Yeah.
Kagura Mitsuki. I did not know he played Virtua Fighter.
And it's such a unique game because there's other fighting games where I feel like you can kind of take someone's fighting style from that and kind of create kind of an archetypal way to approach it. But with VF, you really got to see how to play against VF.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 4-0 here. Chanchai's got to fight back, or else this is going to be a
A
pretty
clean
quick
sweep.
run.
Yeah. No, I'm a noted projectile Oki set play enjoyer, so this game is very different for me.
Yeah.
You can't really all right, knock down, lock him down, mix up.
Well, for me, Kage is so out of left field to how I was playing originally.
Yeah.
I started off as a Pi Sarah main in throughout Final Showdown, and then I just kind of just wanted to just get into Kage and get into that rhythm. And I started really liking his quick jabs, his aerial mix-ups, and then really his grappling game. My membership card says that I'm a big fan of the Azuna Otoshi, which really is like it's just I'm too lazy to do the 10-foot toss.
Yeah, I was about to be like,
Yeah.
you're not just.
I'm not doing the 10-foot toss. Because I mean I can get the just frame kick. You know, I just started being able to hit that one convincingly, but sometimes in those tight situations, I just want to get that quick half circle
All
back.
right, we're going into this Dark Nova versus Chanchai.
Chanchai rocking the 30th anniversary out.
Dark Nova, I believe, made top 8 at Frosty Faust.
Yes. Yeah, played fantastic at Frosty's.
Very, very notably strong player. Chanchai, obviously, long-time legacy Virtua Fighter player.
And already gets off to a good start there. Significant life lead to kick it off, and then just chases after it as well.
Huge counter hit, hops over the low get-up kick. Nice
That's a
throw
big
break.
salute. Oh, there we go. Let's see that conversion coming off of it. Yeah, those are good. He gets that soccer kick at the end. Try to get that low crush there with the the 9K.
Yeah. I'm going to be interested in this matchup to see how willing Nova is to go into standard Sarah Oki shenanigans.
And we haven't seen the flamingo stance yet. Yeah.
Because, like, obviously they're very strong, but when Sarah loses the wake-up game, it's pretty catastrophic.
Yeah. I mean, I feel I
Nice
love
60K.
characters who have a quick jab. Like, they can be able to get that jab pressure to kind of break through some strings. But when Sarah's in your face with the flamingo stance, I mean, it is just, it just redefines just the whole definition, just turns the whole Nitaku on its head.
Speaking of characters with quick jabs, I do believe we have one of them on screen.
Yeah. Oh, what an escape with that cartwheel there. Just going for that 7K input there to back it up. Not risking it with a kick, just avoiding, but Chanchai very flirting with a guard break there. Oh, got the knee, big knee. Now, Chanchai had a very great guide explaining dodging, how dodging works, kind of, and ideas for each character. And really what it breaks it down to, and I wish I had this rule of thumb when I got into the TNS tournament and lost to 2 Sarahs, is when you see the flamingo stance, dash to the front, when you otherwise try to get her from behind. But Chanchai, oh, well, was very close there with that OG.
Yeah, and in general, in VF, you kind of want to go to their back versus their stomach. But Flamingo, oh god, this is terrifying.
Yeah, those dodges.
Oh,
and then use that 1KK.
Not able to quite capitalize, but Chanchai takes the game. Stays alive.
Gets those low profiles in the right place. Able to punch and get the first point, but don't count out Dark Nova yet. That pressure was very solid.
Yeah.
And you can just see more data, more download processing.
Ready, go!
Dark Nova was chasing after some of those some
Nice
big
3K.
payoff there.
Chanchai with the low crush, side kick, finds a side counter hit.
Okay.
Nice
Able to
back
land that
throw.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's Sarah's most damaging throw. I think that's a half circle back.
Yeah.
Chanchai
Oh, sends it.
menacing those lows, and then got that bait in there. Got Nova to bite. Yeah, another reason why I like to mix up the Azuno Toshi with the 10-foot toss is because, like, I mean, some people just, they're checking throws holding forward the entire time. So once you see that, you got to get that back throw up in there. That's rewarding.
See, I'm lucky because my back throw is the one that does the damage. So,
Well, that's a great thing to have.
Knockout!
nice Chanchai. Another dominant 2 rounds, but as we saw in the last game,
2 consecutive rounds.
Nova is very easy to run this back. Nice big counter hit from Dark Nova.
Gets that conversion. Oh, Mana Strike. That PK definitely sets up a world of hurt here as Chanchai getting closer on match point. But what a sidestep. And that OTG. Axe kick is eaten there. Oh, but no conversion, but gets a tech. Able to avoid punishment.
PK,
Oh, he caught it.
Sabaki!
He caught it. Oh, wow. Nearly slapped him senseless into losers by catching him with that impressive Sabaki. Chanchai on a roll.
Dude, imagine going to losers bracket in a crew battle. Nice throw break from Dark Nova. I like that Nova is still willing to press on that tech situation.
Oh, there we go. Get that catch grab in there. Gets it going. Yeah. Goes for a low crush.
Nice.
Makes it safe by going with the 3 buttons.
Flamingo stance. Chanchai takes it.
Oh, Chanchai.
And now,
impressive
if
work.
I'm not mistaken, it's Chanchai versus the world.
Yeah, Chanchai now is going to take on what the rest of Seattle has to offer. He's going to go on a world tour against the grunge scene here.
I will say it's a decent positioning for him. Nova, I think by far and away their strongest player.
Yeah. Yeah, and just the execution of Sarah is just so on point, too.
And Leon is unfortunately both very good and a hard matchup check character.
Right.
Like, once you get through all of the knowledge checks and all of the gimmicks that Leon has, he's also just really good.
Yeah. No, because, to that point, like, against Leon in a lot of ranked matches in those kind of settings, I'm always looking to see if they're fishing for that 1KK or that lunge punch all the time, see how much they're committed to it. But you see Chanchai is very judicious with it because he has those other options as well, and you see how much it pays off, especially when he was able to get that mana strike there. So let's rewind it. We got Racer coming back here. Had the pleasure of Chanchai commentating with me when Racer had the mirror match with you in the opening bout. Is he going to break the wall? Oh, no.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go.
Oh, wow, he caught him. Caught him turning there. Tried to get him up that stagger. Crumple not able to complete with it.
Oh, nice. 3 PK. Oh,
Oh, got him with the
goes
unguardable.
for 6 PK. Full charge. Nice.
He gets a good charge there.
Yeah.
Continue to get some extracurricular hits in there.
Go.
And that is maybe the most classic VF interaction of all time. A 5P into a counter hit 6P.
Yeah, the toward KG. That wheel kick that's been a staple since his debut in Virtua Fighter 2.
Ready, go.
Chanchai now moving closer to 1 round away and then gets that quarter circle forward throw. There.
Chanchai's ability to just see like single counter hit 2Ps, single counter hit 5Ps, and immediately like I flow in, like I see a 2P hit and I flow into like something to set up the Nitaku, and he just goes right to mid throw.
Well, yeah, and he points out the difference in the colors. They show it the colors on the impact, how you can see the strikes land white when they get blocked, they get red when it's a normal hit, and then you see some yellow, some properties there. But then he says when he sees that blue smoke, he said that earlier, he's just going all up into it and then gets those big damage throws. Oh, and then gets that big low crush with that.
On the get up kick.
Well, let's see. Racer catching in on those OTGs. Overextending a little bit. Chanchai just getting up and then able to interrupt that string.
Now, Racer also in kind of an awkward situation. Akira in this patch of the game has an oddly difficult time with lightweight characters in conversions.
That's match point for Chanchai.
Round 3.
About to bring it home here. His momentum's looking strong. And this time he is going low.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing I love about this. Is like, doesn't hurt to go back to the flow chart. Play off the character's strength. And you start to see where he hits those buttons like
Ooh,
a
nice back throw.
Oh, let's see. Let's go. Okay. Now he's going to get behind him there. Gets that advantageous throw. Goes for the low
Chanchai
high.
takes it.
And Chanchai just shuts down Racer. Sends him to the pit. Crawling as Chanchai's world tour carries on.
Up next we have Taka. I believe by the Deezo? Is the Deezo?
I believe Deezo was
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, yeah. Deezo was using Jeffrey. This is it's XTN, if I recall. Yeah. XTN
so right.
now coming back. Let's see. This is going to be a big. One thing I love the weight classes in VF. I know they simplified them. They moved some of the lighter towards a bit of the middle section, some of the heavier more towards the middle section. So it was a little less nuance.
I like the setup that they have moved to. Like, I know some people are like, oh, they removed weight. You still have 5 weight classes plus Taka in the game.
Taka being his own weight class, yes.
I play Exerd as well as Under Night. And I'm like, that game has a lot of, like, people think that game has, like, a complicated weight system. And even that's only 3 weight classes and Potemkin.
Yeah.
This game has 5. It used to have as many characters as in the game. But I think Chanchai well positioned in this matchup. We've had multiple in Oregon, multiple Takarashi players, but also the Taka matchup gets a lot more workable when you know your Taka specific strings.
Yes, yes. And they're rewarding, yeah.
Your launches will typically be worth a lot less against Taka, but you have like safe offense strings that are guaranteed specifically against him.
But XTN off to a good strike there. Got a bit of an ooh from the crowd from his Washington faithful there. And then Chanchai striking back. Yeah, and you just saw some of those as well. I wanted to chime in there. Didn't mean to cut you off, HoldBack. But I wanted to mention too that those strings, those specific, as he goes excellent, he breaks the wall there.
Yeah.
Just gets that arson just burning a little bit higher. I like to call this stage the insurance break. But because of Taka's like significantly wide stature and hurtbox, that despite the fact that launches don't get a lot out of them, you're able to still convert and get some of these strings like very lower and closer.
Yeah, for example, that button that Chanchai just used is handstand double kick. Against every other character in the game, that is a launcher. Nice.
But XTN's got that patience there, just finding where to chase him and just stamping him down. You know, I mean, it's similar to watching like a cruiserweight going up against Kevin Nash in the old WCW days. What a dash across there, knee to the back. Oh no, he came up short with it, but no, XTN not able to capitalize. And then goes with the low.
Nice adjustments from Chanchai.
That's one thing I love too. I mean, we talk about how unique throw escape animations are in VF, but I love how everyone has like Taka specific throws and animations. Like the 10-foot toss, he just
he did like ooh, great block on the wake up punch. Nice evade from Chanchai. 2P finds its mark.
Yeah, and he's going low, so he's deleting
that might be enough to do it. Not quite. Chanchai goes. Oh my God!
He gets the throw, and he's able to get that big damage here to score the first point.
That's that same, if we saw the replay, that's that same interaction where like a lot of people would see just register that a 2P hits and go for something like an elbow. Chanchai immediately just skips to that next situation because counter hit 2P is the same as a counter hit elbow in terms of frame advantage.
Chanchai off to a great start there. And just like that, I mean, this matchup is just transformed into a bullfight. How he's finding those opportunities to connect with it. Manus.
Yeah. Nice guard break.
Oh, caught him. And then exactly, he teched the wrong way. Ain't that excellence.
XTN's like, I might die. I'm not going in the water. I'm not.
Oh, he just taunted back.
Oh my God, great throw break from Chanchai.
Yeah,
Speaking
that
of
was
throws.
And he gets that arm drag there with the kick. Good block there by XTN.
But goes into the throw, gets the stagger, goes for the follow-up.
Okay.
Chanchai takes it. Now we'll see the Deezo.
Yeah, and you see in that second fight, Chanchai was just able to use all the data, get all the strings going, and then was able to find where he combined hard reads with respecting the flow chart and just taking the speed advantage, spacing advantage, taking care of it. XTN looked fantastic in that first fight, getting those big strings. Yeah. But you could see how much he silenced the whole state of Washington in the second fight when Chanchai pulled ahead.
Yeah, no, I was joking earlier, but I do think it is very possible that Chanchai just washes everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's built like that.
He is, yeah. I mean, you're able to just write and read that data. Once you understand, I mean, you fully understand in this game, every move is a counter. Like, you get hit with something that's incredible, you know. It's like, this game's been out for a while. It's not broken. There's a way around it, a way to work it, and Chanchai's able to do that on top and mount some impressive offense with it. So now we got Deezo's Jeffrey here. 4-3, yeah. So it's taking the, Deezo had a very awesome fight earlier. I mean, that Jeffrey versus Vanessa was really fun to watch. Oh, I'm shaking. Not even running on no sleep, but I love these 5v5 tournaments, man. It just brings me back to the old.
I almost slept through this. Yeah, I was up since 2:00 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
Round one. Ready,
all right, we got Polygonal Jeffrey from the early days. The Satan Shark hasn't quite consumed his life yet.
Yeah, this goes back to either VF132X, which was the original, which at the time was better than the Sega Saturn version for a bit until they released the Sega Saturn, the Virtua Fighter Remix, which greatly improved the version of VF1 from the arcade.
Oh, doesn't quite get a full punish there.
Oh,
That Leon launcher is notably kind of awkward to punish. Oh, huge
and he gets
side
the wall
kick.
stagger with it too. That's extra damage. Nearly breaking some boards of bamboo out there. But gets that KG. Gonna keep those kicks going there. Oh, the knee in the wrong place. Enough OTG for Chanchai to step in and get that second round.
Ready, go!
I like the patience from Chanchai to start it off originally. And you can see that he's found all the openings here as he made quick work in that second round.
VF is like a funny game because it's like you always think of the like seasoned old veteran players. They're gonna be like either a balanced like mid range or like a super lame. And Chanchai is a player when he smells blood, he's like, "All right, child,
Yeah.
it's nice, but it's time for you to go to bed."
Yeah. Indeed. That's what great VF does. I mean, I love games that reward hard reads, and I really feel like this is the game where it's really like, oh, he saw that.
Oh,
there we
huge
go.
counter hit. Isn't able to quite get the wall stick on Jeffrey. Oh, man.
Yeah,
great
Deezo running on some borrowed time here, as I like to call it, because that would have been some really big fence work had it just bounced just a little correctly for Chanchai. But doesn't seem to stagger Chanchai as he gets his lunge punch over there. There we go. Give me that
Nice
OTG.
Taku situation, converts into the throw. Nice press out from the Deezo.
Oh, there's the knee.
Yeah. And that's that, like, you kind of need it in these situations in VF where if you're on the back foot, you have 2 interactions left to lose. Let it rip.
Yeah,
You're -9, do your launcher.
yeah, felt like there was really nothing to lose there, that kind of situation. So, and I love that Virtua Fighter rewards those kind of things where you can be so dangerous when you just have a pixel left. Oh, Chanchai with match point gets that nice sequence there, that KG, and then goes and grabs the floor. Can he go the distance? Deezo's like, I need a little bit of room here with that Irish whip, but that 1KK seals it there. As it's good games. Good effort by the Deezo though, but Chanchai with the patience and understanding how to get around some of that pressure. Caught a few knees, caught a few big kicks, few situations that could have been more rewarding for both players, but just having that good situational awareness will take you miles.
Now, we are back to where it almost all began with, what is it, LDN? LFN?
Yes, this is LD Wells.
Yeah.
This is Wells.
Now, if I'm going into this, I'm a little concerned just because if you play Lei Fei, like one of the nice bonuses of playing Lei Fei is other people don't understand Lei Fei.
He's a non-stop flow of knowledge checks.
Unfortunately, Chanchai understands Lei Fei. But LD Wells is still an incredibly strong player in the region.
Yeah, I mean, but the amount of, like, he has so many Sabaki attacks, and if I recall correctly, like 6 or 7 stances.
Yeah.
In all those transitions.
Yeah, and
so.
a couple of those stances auto Sabaki, so.
Right.
And we're starting on a taco stage, a little maybe preview of what's happening after the exhibition.
Ooh. Yeah, that back turn is equally as dangerous.
Huge press through, gets, oh my God.
You can see the knowledge there. Chanchai knew exactly where to match through those transitions there. That's really what makes what you're able to delete this matchup when you're able to do that.
Oh, huge wall splat. Unfortunately, not able to fully capitalize. Gets the gets the throw.
Excellent.
Yeah, that max damage throw. Then he goes for that mid-circular kick. Not wanting to catch him moving. Give him something that tracks. Chanchai quickly moving on to get that first round.
Unfortunate drop there from Chanchai on the bound. But it might not matter. Oh, great get-up kick from LD Wells.
Oh, okay. Able to get that catch.
Second throw.
That's good damage, but he gets caught with the low. Oh, wow.
He's moving.
Oh,
my
God! Caught him with the low. You thought that was a very impressive round by Wells.
He might be the GOAT. He may be the greatest person to ever do it. Stagger gets the low.
It's one of those reads, right? Where you just look like such a genius.
Huge. I don't know if that has sidekick property, but
Low crush. That low crush was nasty by Wells.
and we have not seen another player look this alive against Chanchai since Nova.
Ooh, caught him with the Manus. Sending him back. Gets a punch. Gonna sidestep towards the fence there. Ducks underneath. Gets a pair of knees and a Manus. That flipping, spinning heel kick for excellence.
That backwards crouch dash, right? It's such a powerful, like, if you're gonna backdash and move backwards in VF, like it's such a good way to do it. Because if you're trying to play that little micro whip punish game, you move less far, you avoid highs, you avoid throws.
And it just, I feel like as the player on the other end of it, you just have to fight that natural urge.
Great counter hit from LD Wells.
To just want to chase. Yeah, and Wells was almost able to get that comeback victory with a few godlike Sabakis we saw on display. But yeah, I mean, some of the things I like to do against Li-Fei that gives me a little bit of more help is just like kind of just backing up and just finding some ways to interrupt the string.
Oh, great. Great evades.
But
Nice
even with that strategy, you're at the mercy of Li-Fei's spacing, which could still lead to a lot of trouble there. Oh, there we go. This could get over the fence. Not that he may need it. Oh, those OTG counters.
Oh,
he got the
my
strike.
God!
He let it rip. He let it rip.
Ready?
Yeah, that Li-Fei dash punch is such a tricky move to deal with. Because it's chargeable, but at any moment in the charge, you can let it rip.
A great sidestep against the 1KK.
Oh.
Creates that opening.
Yeah. That stance does Sabaki. It does not Sabaki lows. Chanchai is still looking alive. Great sidekick on the back dash.
Okay, he was able to flex on him there to start it. What a tech! What a tech! Got the wood in route there. Throw it. Yeah. I feel like if you're in route of getting the comeback going, it's really awesome if you're able to break the fence and being able to kick them over there. And he tries to get that kick to catch him crouching. Wells continuing that momentum here. Came up short from the comeback, coming denied there. Oh, caught him with a stray.
And for the first time, I think, in the set, Chanchai is down a match. LD Wells on set point to take this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we've heard the Washington boys cheering in quite a while. And now they're popping off here as it's tied up here. But hey, you know, we need a lot more than moral victories to take it across. It's all about finishing the job here.
Yeah.
Wow, what an exchange between two players. I love it when Virtua Fighter goes off looking like it's this Shaw Brothers systematic kung fu choreography at its core.
Nice guard break from Chanchai.
Oh, man, he's throwing those lunge picks out there. He's making it look ranked almost.
Oh my God!
What an interruption. Wells was so close to six-stepping his way all up in there. But Chanchai is just like, it's like he wants Zoolander, and he's like, you're not going to do any breakdance fighting on me. It ain't happening. And he unleashes the Magnum.
Yeah. Unfortunately, even if you understand Li-Fei, you do still have to fight Li-Fei.
Yes, you do.
Nice
Oh,
throw!
takes the throw. That throw would have been bad news for Wells. But instead, it gives Wells enough room to keep on striking. Oh, there he goes, interrupts some of those.
Trading lows, nice little launcher from LD Wells, isn't able to fully capitalize.
And the broken strings between both players. You're seeing the mastery on display.
We got some lunge punches of our own. Maybe they don't go full screen. Maybe they don't hit behind him, but
the spacing on that launch, and look, he was able to sidestep against that low circular. And look at that, damn, he's able to get off that. Gets a good side switch there, but oh no, the tried and true, the 1KK, and he slaps him back. Oh, but
Chanchai on crew battle point right now.
Point here, it could go, but still, Wells has the momentum there. Gets it rocking with that juggle there. Again, chasing after him on the wake up.
Oh, with the restand.
One punch of his own. You will stand. You will respect me. And this.
Oh, that might do it.
Chanchai hit away.
Quiet goes in for it. 2P. Takes it.
Excellent 2P.
Chanchai. A little good at Virtua Fighter, it turns out.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to slow it down. Just go the simple route. Find that opening with the 2P to close it out. But hey, got to tip the cap here to LD Wells. Almost being able to deny that comeback attempt by Chanchai with some really impressive Lei-Fei play. And it wasn't just knowledge checks. It wasn't
I think I got to go get in there.
Yeah, go in there in the picture there. Get in that selfie. Hold back to Bark. Part of the winning team. Got to get in there.